Hello everyone, I'm so happy to be here. Today is a wonderful day, so blessed to be here. Happy to see you. Okay, so today we're talking about a very interesting topic which I'll say a lot of time people shy away from because it's difficult. So, but now this is our platform where we have to talk. So we have to just talk about this because it relates to decency, and this is our month of decency. Hope you enjoyed the last video. If you have not watched the last video on decency, you need to go back and watch it. Very powerful. I mean, it's going to change your life. So today we are going to be talking about decency in the context of dressing, which is related to modesty. So bam. Okay, let's begin now. So I wrote down some good questions. In fact, please, as this topic is going on, I'll need you to comment below as the questions will be going on. You need to answer the questions. So I would like to see the answers from the viewers. What do you guys have in mind concerning these questions, and what is your own definition about what we are talking about? So we'll be going through these questions. We answer the questions, and then at the end of the day, we give our own. I'm going to give my own thought about this topic, and then you comment below with your own thought about your own perspective about decency when it comes to dressing, that is modesty, and all of these things. So you give me your own thought in the comments, and I'm waiting for it. Okay, let's ride on. First question. Our first question goes thus. So please, what is decency in the context of dressing? What do I think is decency in the context of dressing? So decency in the context of dressing is what I call modesty. And what is modesty? Modesty is the quality or state of being unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's ability. It's being moderate in the estimation of one's ability. It means you can do more, but you moderate it, and you make sure that it's in context. So when you relate this definition to dressing, is dressing in the way that is moderate and it suits the occasion which you're going for. You're not dressing too much, you're not dressing too low, but you're just dressing moderate towards an occasion. And modesty comes from a Latin word called modestus, which means keeping within measure. So you're keeping within measure the way you're supposed to dress, or you're dressing within measure. So what is decency when it comes to dressing? Is dressing within measure, making sure you are dressing, whatever thing you're wearing is within measure. Okay, so our next question is decency general or with all societies, or is it the same cultures when it comes to decency, when it comes to dressing, modesty? Is it the same? I'll say different societies dressing in different, like people in South Africa dress different from those in America, those in Cameroon dress different from those here, and different cultures have different way that they dress. Yeah, I think there's a culture I saw in Kenya where the women there basically don't have how do they call it, this thing to cover your breast or something. They are just open. The only parts where they cover is just their private part, and that's the culture. That's how they dress. But if you are moving on the streets here without you wearing a shirt, is going to be terrible. So dressing when you culturally is different, and the people they understand that this is a normal way, that this how they dress there. So it's not a problem for them. But if you come to another environment too, that same way that people dress in this place is going to be bad for them, because that's not how things are done. So dressing culturally is very complicated. So comment below about this question of culture, because I know it's different. So what is your thought about this? Is decency when it comes to dressing supposed to be cultural, or you just think that it has to be the same, everybody has to wear? So just tell me. Okay, so how can we be decently dressed? I'll say, for me, my thought about being decently dressed is one thing which is very important is, why are you dressing? Why are you putting on a dress? Are you putting on a dress to impress people, to show people that you have money, to show people that you can wear something which is expensive? Are you dressing to sexually attract people, or you're just dressing to look beautiful and nice? So it's about your intention. When it comes to dressing, it's about your intention, it's about your heart in that matter. And one thing I'll say is, we should always dress in the context of where we are going to. Every place where people go to, they have the way they give them instructions on how to dress. When we are dressing to go to school, your school tells you, put this on, put this on, put this on. You should look like this, you should look like that. That is how we are supposed to dress. If you are not dressing in according to the rules of a particular place, then you're indecently dressed. It doesn't matter if the dress covers your whole body or it doesn't cover your whole body. If you're not dressing according to the standards of a place, it means what your dressing is not moral, doesn't have is not moral, and is not respectable. So it means that is already indecent. And remember, we talked about decency the other time. We talked that decency has to do with things in the society that show morality and respectability. So if you're not dressing, if you're going to whatever place you're going to, if you're going to the beach, you must dress according to how people dress at the beach. If you're going to church, you must dress according to how people dress when going to church. If you are going for a party, you must dress according to how people dress when they are supposed to go for a party, because according to how that party dressing code has been aligned. You should not be going for a white party and you're wearing blue. No, that's wrong. That's indecency. You're not dressing according to the rule of that party. So you have to dress in context with what has been given. Like, you have to follow the rules of that particular occasion and dress according to that occasion which you're going for. That shows that you're decent and you're modest in the way you dress. So that's my take about decency. If about modesty when it comes to dressing, and decency when it comes to dressing. If you're dressing with the intention not to attract people, like you're not dressing to attract people sexually, which is bad, and you are dressing in according to the rules of a place, then whatever thing you're wearing is modest by me. So for me, that's just all. You have to just dress, make sure that what you're wearing, your intention is not to go there and seduce people, and you're dressing in accordance with the rules of that place. Even when, I mean, one of my friends asked me, so when you talk about dressing in accordance with the way, so if you want to go to, if a Christian is going to the club, how should a Christian dress? I say, hey, if you're going to the club and you're a Christian, mommy, what should a Christian first of all be doing? I mean, that's another talk for another day. But if you're a Christian, you're going to the club, you go to the club wearing a suit, you'll be sent out. You have to dress according to the way you dress at the club. You're supposed to wear this, so you follow the rules of the club. Or no security is going to let you go in. Nobody's going to let you go in. So that's so simple. And you tell me, no, you're supposed to dress according to the place you're going to. It has to be according to the regulations of the place you're going to. You don't dress just because you want to dress, or you dress according to that, and then you make sure that whatever thing you're wearing, which is according to that dressing, portrays the fact that you're not dressing to attract people, but you're just dressing to look beautiful, look nice. I mean, it's a great thing to look beautiful, look nice, and all of those things. I mean, everybody wants to look nice. I want to look nice when I dress. So the next question is, what are some effects of dressing indecently, or being decently dressed and indecently dressed? Effects of being decent dressing and indecent dressing. When you dress decently for an event, for an occasion, when you dress according to the standards of an occasion, when you dress decently, or when you're happy with what you've put on for an occasion, I mean, you go there, you're confident, man. You're very confident. You're not you yourself. You go there, you feel free. You can relate. But when you go to an event, you're not in line with what you're supposed to put on. You're shy. You are not even composed. You yourself, you cannot feel free to freely express yourself because you're not dressed according to that event, and you feel bad at the end of the day. Anything anybody wants to say, you are just uncomfortable with everything happening. And I mean, I remember one time my father told us a very important story about him dressing. I think they were supposed to go for an event, and they just spoke in school, and they were like, everybody dress, we are going for a field trip or something. Then for him going for that field trip, he wore his suit. I mean, serious suit. And then everybody wore their jeans trousers and shirt. So when they went for that powerful event, they saw him in suit. He was not a principal, but anytime when they saw him, when they went to, they saw him in suit, they thought that he was a principal. They were like, "Come, Mr. Principal," and he felt so bad. In fact, the way they went to was nice, but because he was not, the way he dressed was not okay with that event, he was so mad at him. In fact, he was not happy throughout the whole journey, throughout the field trip and everything. So when you don't dress according to how you're supposed to dress for an event, those are some of the effects of it. You leave there angry, or you go and cause trouble, or people are angry with you because you're not in according to, you are not dressed the way you're supposed to dress for that event. Or you go to school, you're sent out of class because you are not dressed the way you're supposed to be in school. You go to let me say, maybe to your job site, your boss on the right things, your boss is writing against you because you don't dress according to the standards of that job. So those are some of the things that dressing indecently cause. And then dressing with decency, confidence, and other things. And like I said, those who will always portray indecency in their dressing, I'll tell you the truth, you don't love yourself. And you don't respect yourself. If you respect yourself and you love yourself, you don't want to go for an event and then you feel that nobody wants to feel bad. And those who also maybe dress to attract people, I'll just say, so most of the time it's because of insecurity. And let me tell you, if you're dressing to attract people, when you don't get that shape again, or when you are not that fit, those people you have attracted will disappear. So always dress. In fact, just dress. The people, when somebody wants to love you, they'll love you. This part of what you wear, you don't wear, they are going to be happy with how you dress and every other thing. So our last question goes thus: what is your take-home advice on dressing decently? What I say, my take-home advice is, in fact, there's nothing wrong in being pretty, in looking nice. Dress well. When you want sap. Dress well. Enjoy yourself while you're dressing. But also, don't dress because people influence the way we dress, but don't dress to please people all the time. Don't always dress to always be pleasing people because this is how they want. Although sometimes that matters too, because like our parents always want us to dress to please them, which that is okay when you're under them. But when I'm talking about dressing to please people, is you're trying to meet people's standards. You are not at that level, but you want to be like this person. So you're forcing yourself. You don't have that money, you don't have that. You're forcing yourself to be like this person, to dress like this person. You don't have the amount of money to buy a particular dress, but you're forcing yourself. Love yourself. wear the best dress you can wear. Don't dress to attract people, to attract men. Respect yourself, enjoy yourself, look pretty when you dress, look good when you dress, look gorgeous when you dress, and just enjoy yourself. Okay, so nice time talking about decency. And anybody has anything to add about it, we'll be waiting for your comments. Make sure you comment down below, give us your thought about decency, about dressing decently, and then give us your thought about people exposing their bodies and the other things around. So I'm waiting for your comments. I'm waiting for your own perspective about this. This was a very, very hard topic to be able to talk on, and most of the things I wrote about I've not even been able to talk on because it's a very hard topic to talk on. But it's about your heart. It's about your heart. Like I said, it's about your heart. So comment below with your own perspective and with your own thought, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.